I can't even believe that we come February 5th last year was the first time I recorded my first episode. We're coming on a year of content, y'all, which is crazy. I'm honored. I'm blessed. Shout out to my boy Chase Sense sponsoring this episode. We'll get into that incredible fragrance. I mean, product in a second. But genuinely, I want to just, recap last year, what we're going to look for this year. Some things I learned last year, some unexpected things to grow from, and do shit that you always want to do, man, because you don't know where the shit ends up going. The tossing, the left turn, the right turn, that whole, it ain't about the destination, it's the journey. I am fucking enjoying this. Not understanding all platforms. This is what the focus really is going to be this year, is really learning how to use these machines to get people's attentions and more reach and stuff like that. But the organic group of people that this come across and who this touch and who it reached, fire as hell. Y'all fire as hell. If y'all on this live too, y'all, all three of y'all, y'all fire as hell. Love y'all, you heard? So if y'all have a question for me too, while I'm on here, feel free to ask me a question. I don't know if I'm gonna answer it, but y'all already know what it is. All right, boys. So here's the first thing I want to say. Shout out to Radel Ortiz. I'm thinking about Andy, just that episode being the first episode that we dropped. You know what I mean? And there was so much that I learned in that episode about your story, the transparency, the fears that he still had, putting that on the table. And speaking on stand-up, I want to do this real quick. And then speaking on stand-up, how he was scared of doing stand-up comedy. And starting this year, January 2023, seeing my boy do stand-up for the first time, that means the world to me. That invite was powerful. And he went crazy. So knowing that you're going on tour this year now, look out for that. For those who haven't gotten their tickets, he's going to be on tour with Chimbala, I believe. Chimbola, I don't know the artist's name. With an artist. So he's with Chimbala, bro. So he's opening up for him as an act, which is going to be massive. And I can't wait for that world to open up for my boy. So I want to start there because every episode I could go down a list of people, bro, that, what some people don't know is these are pre-recorded. So this one's probably going to be an episode that we drop right away. But I pre-record the episodes, and there were so many episodes, the time that it dropped was so filling for me. Like, I said that in the first episode where I was like, look, this is for me. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely being able to open up the door again, get around people, trust people. All that was really for me. And hearing these people's stories and knowing them from so close and not really knowing what they're going through and being able to ask that question on camera and then to watch it when I'm going through something in my life, it really bro, all right. Like Tara Davis's episode. If you haven't watched Tara Davis's episode, that's a powerhouse, right? I got a hold of Tara when she was in the middle of moving. What people don't know, she was moving. She's in LA now. But to get someone like that super busy, you got to be a sister. I love you to death. And she was like, you know what? I'm in the middle of moving. If y'all know anything about this woman who knows her, she's OCD, anal. You can't come to her crib without her sneakers on type of deal. But that episode was about the launch of her business, branding herself, rebranding, Amazon, all this stuff. And we launched this podcast, all right? It had so many hiccups. Oh, I love my boy Chico. I wanted to kill my boy Chico. Chico got a mic, so we could talk about all about this too. But I remember being super overwhelmed, like, yo, it's coming out. Who's going to watch it? Or, how's it going to work? And whatever the case is, I just wanted the launch be perfect, bro. You want the launch to be perfect. And the audio was wrong. What was wrong? The audio didn't work. We didn't put, what the fuck happened, Cheek?
It wasn't saved with the mastered audio. It was with the camera's audio.
Right. So the audio was bad. That's the first thing that happened. Then we take it off, re-upload it, but it's not on fucking 4K. Oh my God. It was processing forever. So I personally sent like probably 400 text messages that day. Like, sent them like, y'all want people to see it.
YouTube flagged it.
because of the beat. Then we purchased. There was a beat that when you walk into the introduction. So now the beat's not playing in the introduction, and I'm in there going crazy, losing my mind, frustrated. I wanted to kill Chico.
There was people waiting because we were doing a premiere.
It was
So YouTube
that's what it was.
premiere.
It was a YouTube premiere, and I went out of my way and sent, no exaggeration, like 400 personal text messages, bro.
And the reason why it was not processing was because YouTube Premiere was on. I had to turn it off, let it process, and then re-drop the Premiere at a later time, so that way it can finish processing and go
Bro.
filter through YouTube.
Shit that I don't understand, but it had me mad. And then, and then I watched Tara's episode, the following episode, and she talks about her launch, and it was $16,000, $20,000 that went south. And you get the realization, like, bro, you make a movie about what you going through when you watch somebody who put up. I was there for that launch. I was there when she was crying. I was there when the planner disappeared and we went and moved things around. And as a family, we were like, fuck the planner. We having a great time, but she wanted this view and this vision. And we were having the best time of our lives. But to her, she was in misery. And I'm like, damn, look at the timing, the emotions that she was going through telling me her story at the time. Then I lived them as I watched it for my own process. So when I say like these things are for me, I was speaking in present time, but not knowing it was going to be beneficial in the future, which was the most impactful. Like there's episodes, bro. Oh, if y'all only knew what we went through last year, bro. Like if y'all only knew. So yeah, you know, that I wanted to get on live. For those who ever watched that, shout out to y'all. From bro, seeing Justin, shout out to my boy Just. Yo, from Justin getting on here, speaking about his relationship with his father. You know, all right, let's talk about the viral clips. So Tara's episode was the first time I got on TikTok, Instagram, and it was about your man, it's not a financial plan. Like that clip went crazy. The 250,000 on Instagram. I had like 8,000 followers or some nonsense. And seeing how the world today with media, like being part of I'm somewhat part of media now. And seeing when you point a narrative, like when you have control of the narrative, like I cut up the clip where it doesn't state that she have a boyfriend. It doesn't say that she has a fiance, I'm sorry. It doesn't say that she's happy in a relationship. It's cut in pieces where it's very controversial. The way people were in the chat speaking, it was like, bro, why do people love controversy so much? And then the part that the scary part about media today is, or social media is, someone could paint a narrative that you don't even know. You don't even know the person that's replying to this comment is in a relationship. It's not in a relationship. It's single. Has 3 fingers. Don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know. But it's strung out and makes somebody's day. Like you trigger somebody off of a post. Like if it was intention to do someone wrong. No, it's just attention so you can see that I have an episode coming out. That if you watch the entire thing, here's what you also realize too, that people are watching these clips, but don't take the time to watch the entire episode. Social media is like a lot of y'all fucking lives. Y'all take he or she said bullshit from people who never investigate the full story and live life off of us. He said, she said story. Instead of doing the work and watching what's going on. That clip is all positive, actually. Spin with a little bit of like sprinkle of like, yo, pay attention. And people lost their mind. But shout out to Tara. That's the first clip that went crazy. You know, it gave me the belief of like, oh shit. You know, I could do the I could learn how to work social media type deal, you know, which was kind of ill.
What were the views on that video, on that clip?
On that clip, 256,000 views on Instagram, bro, as a reel. On TikTok, it also did like 260. So collectively, 500,000 people watched that reel, and it had a ridiculous amount of comments, bro, like 3,000 comments, right? And here's what's crazy, right? Because you dropped this joint, and I remember Rafi being like, yo, you gonna start with Radel, bro? Like, yo, for me, the process was crazy because I pre-recorded all the episodes and then got to sit and be like, yo, where do I start? Who do I start with, bro? Because to me, Amanda's episode was like, yo, but Amanda's story is crazy, bro. The shy girl who now has 12 trucks did this. I'm like, nah, but Amanda's could be a great start. But it's like, yo, but then do you start with somebody big so you could get everyone's attention? And you was like, yo, you sure, bro? You want to start with that? And then Justin, shout out to Justin. Justin was like, yo, bro, just lay them out how you recorded them, bro. So you can see the growth. And I was like, damn, that advice was fucking amazing. And I was like, yo, yeah, like, why am I overthinking this shit? I'm just gonna drop it. And we improved. And then shout out to Just, that being the biggest episode, bro. We do 9.8 million views on a reel, bro. And I had like 10,000 followers. Justin, I ain't gonna lie, social media loves Justin, bro. My following went up, TikTok went up. But that one did like 14,000 views. The video was watched on YouTube, the biggest episode. And I don't know these tools yet. Marketing, we didn't put $1 behind marketing. $1 has not been put behind marketing. Over 786,000 views on YouTube, hours watched, because of y'all love. Like, I forget to tell people to subscribe, like, comment, because I'm so in tune with just having a conversation. So this year, I know I got to focus on that a bit. You know, the relationships that came out of last year, bro, I could go on for days, bro. Kev, shout out to fucking Kev. That's Only Raising Kings. To telling me to host and actually doing it now, like going on tour with this dude. Like, people asking me if I'm doing stand-up. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not a stand-up comedian. But I'm technically doing stand-up to some degree, opening up for this dude who's selling out every show. So be quick, bro. Like, I don't have access to these shows because he posts it up and it's gone. That we're gonna be in Jersey in July, if I'm not mistaken. It's not up to me, y'all. It ain't me. I appreciate y'all. It's him. The guy's moving units. But even that relationship to meeting him in 2020 to now doing work with the guy, I genuinely said I want to come into this year doing new things, meeting new people. And I think it's a great episode to start the top of the year, because if y'all sitting here going, this is my year, all right, this shit got to end. Oh, it's my year now. I think I see less of that online. Like, it's the top of my year now. Because if you still full of shit in the way you do things, you're still going to be in the toilet. You feel me? Like, get moving. Just do it. I didn't know how to do a lot of these things and just did it. Trusted the people that I got, with me, and really just took advice of just post, bro. You'll learn on the way. Because I think we stuck in this whole, if my views ain't going to do 10 million, 100 million, why post it? There's a consistent 100, 200, maybe 300 of you, regardless of what I drop. It gets viewed, it gets watched, it gets listened to, and I love y'all. I don't know who y'all are. This year, I'm going to find out how to get to y'all. I'm looking to do events this year, things like that, so kind of wanted to start off there. Now, and if y'all beautiful people have some questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer.
What were the expectations coming in 2022 with the podcast?
Expectations, that's a good question. So Chico asked me what was the expectations I had 2022 coming in. To be honest, it was just to be present. Like, I just wanted to be involved in my process, because I've had highs and lows before where you do something and you have this expectation like, yo, when I do this, it should be this, and it robbed me from the joy. Every episode, this is the only time that I got my phone right now live showing some people some love. Every episode, my phone is down and I'm there with the person. I'm locked in with the person, and I want to document a moment with this person. The true expectation was give good content. Let everything else go on its own. Because I felt like it was just too much to learn. As long as I'm giving good content, I think everything else is going to follow through. And, the numbers show to some degree.
What were the unexpected things?
Unexpected. All right, so you underestimate. Chicas Premiere was one, right? I thought I was going to have a Grand Slam premiere. Like, yo, it's about to be lit. Unexpected. Yo, genuinely unexpected. Look, to expect the unexpected is crazy. I learned last year that there's really some people that don't want to see people happy. It's crazy to live in this world where there's some people genuinely, bro, that their only agenda in this world is to make sure you're not happy in this world. And it's sad, but it's fucking true. So auditing your circle, auditing who you got to be around. Energy is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowing what you're supposed to be doing, not supposed to be doing. Don't ignore that shit no more. I'm even speaking on my health, my leg. And here's another thing I would say. Your growth will be tested. If you're really a person that out there claiming that you've changed and you've grown, all that shit sounds good when things are good. It's when shit gets ugly, you better show up as that new grown person, the person that really vowed to not go low and scoop to other people's levels. I got fucking tested, bro. I got tested, and I'll beat the test for myself. I didn't take on things that I didn't take on, and I thank God, bro, that it turned out that way. To be real.
What were things that you used, like tools, um, just to get over that turmoil?
Phone
new things,
calls.
or new
Listen,
things.
let's check this out. Ego is crazy. Like, you got to know that a lot of people are stuck in their ego, right? So a lot of people like to point fingers, and if you're pointing fingers, just that old cliche. If you point fingers, there's three pointed back at you. You got to know when things get tough or tools that you need. Like, you forget what's at your exposure. Like, even doing this podcast and even questioning, like, yo, would this person come or would this person come? It's all in your head egotistically. Like, yo, I don't know. Or some people have egos, bro. They don't want. It's weird. Like, you don't think that people are in the same place as you, but when things are tough, I make phone calls. I'm a person that really makes phone calls. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to anybody that knows if I'm going through something, if I need some type of advice, I'm going to make that call. You know what I'm saying? The Lilies of the world, the top. Anyone, bro, like the Amandas. Like, I really don't take on something because, take it from Johnny, right? Like, inner me, the enemy is inner me. If I got myself in a situation, that same thinking is not going to get me out. So let me get it to a safe environment. Let me get it around safe people. Better yet, qualified people, not gossipy, miserable, angry people who are going to give me truth and true light and understand who I am or what I'm going through and give me genuine, true advice. Then it's up to me to get what was given and apply it. So I make calls when shit get tough. I'm not that that's going to hold, I'm going to drown and smile. Nah, I'm not that guy. Shit is whack right now, but I know how to keep moving forward. Bro, even people, shout out to Norbs, or people that I work with, bro. Shout out to Gabe, shout out to Dave. Genuine people, bro. Like, genuine people really going through life, not fake niggas online, not fake people that are bullshit, not those people. Real people going through real life things that can really relate with you and give you what they believe, and you go from there. The enemy, so Johnny says, the enemy is the inner me. The enemy is the enemy, right? So the enemy is within me. If I'm thinking a certain way, I'm the person that got myself in that thinking. So the stinking thinking, the only way to get out there is using the thinking that outthinks me. Like, can see my situation and be like, yo, boy, that's light. I done, Raph wants some mic. Like, that's what you're going through? Come on, bro, that's nothing type of deal.
But okay, but for those who may be listening or whatever the case may be, who don't have a Johnny, who don't have a
Okay, fair enough.
what other resources would you recommend for people like that?
So first and foremost, personal growth and development is huge, right? So let me first start here. Listening to something positive, motivational, no cliche here. Start with good in the morning. The first thing you want to look at, you on social media looking at a life that don't even care about you, a life that's not even real, a highlight that doesn't exist, and you start to compare what you're going through to that kind of stuff. Some of you only subscribe to really negative shit, like Citizen app, who got shot here. I don't know none of that stuff. I don't start my day like that. So I start my day in peace, prayer, and positivity. You got to start there. And it's going to be tough for some of you because you don't know how to be positive if someone paid you to. If your new job, if they say, listen, we're going through tough times and we're going to pay you $50 an hour to be positive to start the day, they will fire you in a week. So hire yourself in its own department and change, bro. Like, and it's not about everything's positive. It's the truth, though. Like, you got to be able to see both sides of the coins, but you can't stand on the negative side of the coin too much. So.
Nah, I agree with you 100% because we tend to be on our own head sometimes.
OD, bro. Like, we paying a. So look, I'll say this. Some of us, I think it's programming how we love to see gossip, scary movies, bad endings, and then we portray our life to be the same way. Like, nothing can ever be good. Nothing can go good for you. Something starts going right, there gotta be wrong. It's a horror film always. I watch nothing but inspirational, motivational, powerful, happy ending. Like me, I'm a fan of success. I'm a fan of those who were down and out, who actually were doing wrong or doing bad and decide to change, because I believe that people can change, bro. I really do. Because I'm one. Selected few, but you can. It's an ongoing battle. Life is a fight for territory. As soon as you stop fighting for what you don't want automatically takes over. Shout out to Ed. Shout out to whoever said that quote before. That is a fact.
So how you feel this whole process of recording podcasts has changed you?
Ooh, fucking Raph. What a fucking question. Bro, it's knowing when to speak, knowing when not to speak. It's the first thing. To be honest, it's like, yo, Rob, shut the fuck up. Let the person talk.
Because you're great with them ad-libs.
You know, like digesting, because in my mind, right, I learned with my mind, I'm so intrigued about what you're saying, and I don't want to misconstrue what you're saying. Wait, are you saying this or are you saying that? Where I'm like, damn, but I'm interrupting a blessing to some degree. So learning the process of really just sitting and waiting and be present, bro. Whatever left your mind, let it go. Whatever's in your mind, let it be. The fear of missing a good question was big for me. So listening better. Like I would say this, looking at my episodes, like I've gotten better at just listening, right? Opposed to thinking about the next question. Second, I'm getting real life experiences in real time with real people that I love and care for. So whenever I think I'm going through something, I have someone that who's gave me a blessing in teaching, and they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going online to find solution. I'm going in my phone to find a solution, putting it online. Like, I really underestimated the value of relationships that I've created. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the impressions I've had on people or they had on me. And podding has just allowed me to put a magnifying glass to it. You know what I mean? Ladies and gents, this episode is brought to you by Chase Sense, where they sell compliments. I'm letting you know right now, these oils are inspired by popular designers that you know. All you have to do is spray this on once, early in the morning, and you're good for the day. This is my favorite, the Mature. I done experienced the craziest compliments from strangers on the street. Walk by them and they're like, I'm sorry, I'm curious. What do you have on? That Chase Sense, baby. So do yourself a favor. If your tires smell like elbows and back of ears, because some of y'all do, go to the details below. Go to the details below. Click the link in the description. At checkout, use Living Room to get 10% off. Go smell good and finish watching the episode. All right, let's get back to it.
Has any of the episodes that you recorded like changed your perspective? I mean, I'm pretty sure all of them has to a certain degree, but which one has really like touched you? Like, wow, like I needed to hear this.
You know, geez, I got chills. I'm about to put my Scully on when you say that, bro. Shout out to my boy Swell. A lot happened that day, man. Oh, man. So, you know, sometimes we don't relive. You forget about what you did in the past, what you experienced in the past. And we put things, the brain does funny things. And, bro, I want to put my hoodie on just thinking about, like, yo, I love you, Swell, bro. I love you because it's a place where it's safe where people can tell their truth. And you forgot what people are going through or what they're going through and what they're battling. And every episode, my battle was like, damn, bro, which one's better? All right, like which one's my best episode? Like every episode is his best episode. You know what I'm saying? And I start every episode with, is there anything you want to talk about when I have a guest? Is there anything you don't want to talk about when I have a guest? Because these are personal relationships that I have. And I'm like, you know, I'm not doing this shit for a like online, bro. Let me be clear right here what my intentions are. I'm doing this to build a community of people that I want to be around. I want to do that again. I want to be in a place where it's safe to be me and it's safe to be you. And I'm starting with the people that I interview knowing they're safe to be around, and whatever audience that brings in the future is safe to be around y'all.
Have you like, so you're making it sound like there's been a time where you haven't felt safe, really?
Bro, where I've been in places where me speaking, the intentions of me speaking is to do, I learned this in the past, okay? There's listening conversations and then there's fixing conversations. Some people just want to talk for you to listen, not to fix it. I'm not that friend, bro. If you come with me with a problem, I want you to fix it so we don't have this problem anymore. If you need a listening friend, go get a therapist. Go get someone, and I'm being honest. Or go get somebody that's gonna just hear you talk about something you're never gonna fix. I don't got that energy. I ain't got that time. You know what I mean? So, to answer that question, I mean, bro, I just don't know where the conversation is gonna go. I don't know where it's gonna happen. I'm not scripted, as you guys know. The listeners and viewers may not know. I don't have a list like, yo, this is what I want to talk about, or it's knowing the trust that I have in some people, and knowing that can impact people, and know that people are going through some tough times, bro. Like, times are tough for some people, and sometimes just a comment. So Swell say something like, for Swell to say that 1 hour recording with Rob felt more empowered. I felt more powerful than the time I had in therapy. Means the world to me, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, checking on your people. You feel me? Like, it's crazy.
You said that's like one of the reasons why you're doing this too, like, because we were talking about also like the importance of having somebody to talk to, personal development, things of that nature.
For sure.
So it's like a lot of people don't know where to start. So is this why you started this platform?
Absolutely.
Besides for yourself, of course, because
For
you're getting
sure.
a lot from it, but for the audience, like.
So I would say too, you know, in a couple years back when things were dark for me, when I talk about start with something positive, okay, let me just bring that in full circle. I started with a podcast. Shout out to Ed Milet. You know, that was a podcast I was leeching onto every single morning, bro. It was like, bro, his insight, his intelligence, like knowing the man is worth $400 million and he's not getting a dollar for what doing a podcast at the moment. He's just giving value and content. I'm like, yo, bro, he's impacted me in ways he don't even know. That's a mentor I have that he doesn't even know he's my mentor. Because out of the kindness of his heart, bro, like he got me to think straight, for real, off of just guessed. And for me, here's how I feel. I'm not Ed. I'm a bald-headed Dominican from the Bronx. I feel like I'm more relatable to my community. If you look like me, know somebody that looks like me, sounds like me, the age group that we're in, I feel like we connect with those people sooner, faster. I was in therapy last year. Check this out. Therapy. I had a therapist last year. Didn't think my branding is learn, laugh, feel. Someone asked me, you know, what's the podcast about? You learn something, you're going to laugh about something, you're going to heal about something, all right? And to have that aspect, but to not have a therapist is kind of like, what you healing from, bro? How you just put that out there, and words are powerful, bro. They didn't have a therapist, and man, it's real, bro. Like the unexpected, bro. For sure.
So you're pro therapy. 'Cause
Pro
I know
therapy.
There's a lot of people that talk about mental health, and sometimes, you know, realizing that you're able to see what areas you need to fix, or like being able to interview people and see what areas they struggled with, and not being able to kind of fix yours is kind of like how would you do that? Like how are you gonna fix that, you know, inner self? And you're basically saying you're leading by example for your own sake, for the sake of the audience, how you'll be able to, you know, even like, you know, conversations we've had, it felt like a therapy session.
For sure. For sure.
As of recent. And,
sure.
and that was super powerful,
Mm-hmm.
right? To be able to have a conversation. I'm sure there's there's people in the audience that have felt that way. What episode, apart from Swell's and Tara's, gave you like, yo, this is really happening on
Like live right now.
Yeah, like this is really it.
So I didn't get to drop the episode because I gotta think, bro. Lesbelle Ortiz, bro. Lesbelle Ortiz, when I cried in that episode when she flipped and said, you know, how would you? And flipped it on me. I forgot what exactly she said, and I was having a real true moment right there. Like, yo, bro, wait. Damn, that hit me. And I gotta answer this question. Because you're gonna hold me to it. You're not gonna not let me answer this question. And I owe it to her first to answer. And then if you're watching, God bless. So that one was like deep. It was cutting deep because I was early. I was early on. Third episode, but I'm speaking about my past. Jenya, I didn't get to drop that episode. We didn't get to drop that episode. But Jenya,
That's accountability now. You gotta put that out for 2023.
yeah, me and Jenya got to
Jenya?
re-record for sure. Jenya, it was upfront and up close and personal accountability live. Like, why are you talking like this? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm defending my standpoint. Like, what are you talking about? It was true debate. And then like, wait, I'm wrong. And I held accountability. I apologize. All that there was like, yeah, for sure. And again, you guys didn't see it, so I know like what y'all talking about, but that's a moment that I have, right? And of course we'll re-record, but that's actually like a therapist. Like Jenny's a therapist to some. You feel me? She is actually a therapist, and she's actually the one that referred me to my therapist. And she was actually a person that I reached out to when shit got hard. Yo, look, I need a therapist. Crazy how the world comes full circle. Shit didn't even get hard when shit got. When shit got undigestible, like what was happening, I couldn't even fathom. Like, what? Okay, relax. Call this person, and go from there. And thank God for these people.
I'm just gonna say this also from being behind the scenes, man. For the audience, talk about the environment in the first episodes that we created in the room that you created with the people that came. Like the room felt crazy. People behind the scenes laughing, like actually going crazy. How was that for you to see that manifest?
Yeah,
And I know you saw that in
for sure.
part of your vision
For
for this
sure.
platform.
So what I do see in the future, you know what I'm saying? I want to do these live, right? Like I want to do live podcasts because there's some people that hit me up and like, bro, how do I get in a room now? It's a living room. It's a place that I stay in. I can't allow all you people to come in there. But if you had a guest, I want you to bring people with you. Want to make the guest comfortable. 2, to get a live reaction of what's happening because I could think it's good, but y'all letting me know it's good. You know, like it's like, oh, y'all like that. Like I thought it was good, so y'all thought it was good. So it's gonna be solid once it gets out. It's that live audience, that good feed, and that energy. It was like, bro, it's being a host too. Come to my crib, set the tone right, kept the clean. The crib was clean. Music, it smelled good in there. You feel me? If you stink, I tell you to leave. Nah, I'm joking. But he was, you know what I'm saying? But all that, it was again of I was opening the door to people. I was closed out for a while. Opening the door to people, being a host, and the energy was just great in the room, bro. So yeah, it was glad to see it. And look, let me just tell y'all something too while we all have you guys asking me questions, right? If you're gonna get dirty the right way. Let me show you what you got. Look. If you never had Oreos and peanut butter, yeah, I know. Some of y'all kind of looking at me like, what am I doing? But this right here hit hard. I'm sorry, it's a little break, y'all, but this, yeah, I know you're looking at me like, what am I doing, yo, Chico? I'm telling you right now, my boy. This right here, my boy.
You can't eat that with a dry throat. Pause.
Hey, yo,
Like you need some milk, bro.
bro. I got my water.
Yo.
That's crazy. Bro, this right here, peanut butter. To be honest, you're supposed to open the joint up. Natural peanut butter first, and the Oreo. I mean, you can have one afterwards. I just have to get one in. Let's take this off camera now. That hit hard, you heard? Wow. What's the water? Bong, open the bad boy up. Yeah, get to it. Dip the bad boy. Flip. It's got to be light dip. A light dip. Pop. That's enough right there to make the magic happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait till you get the whole thing in there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. So if it's like, yo, I want to get dirty, you can have 3 of those and you chilling. You don't gotta go get the big nasty cake. Dime. This is good. You feel me? You feel me?
Goddamn.
I told you.
I eat chocolate chips.
I trying to tell you. Back from my snack break. You feel me? And by the way, Chico just tasted the joint. Don't know how to act. Rafi playing. You gotta dip it lightly. It gotta be natural peanut butter. Dip lightly, natural peanut butter. Y'all gonna love me. So before I forget, I just want to give a special shout out to these people again. Andy, Tara. Shout out to my man Rel and Yvonne. Y'all went crazy on the Airbnb. The Bank Zone. Love y'all boys, bro. Coming through, showing love, giving that aspect. Liz Bell. You already know how I feel about you. Lily. Oh man, Lily. That one was deep too. Family came over. I gotta get Bam next weekend, bro. If you ain't free next weekend, bro, I'm tired of your successful, busy ass, bro. Amanda's trucking was insane. Justin killing it. Y'all already know he went crazy. Masood, the unexpected episodes of Masood pulling up. I'm at a baby shower. Those moments, like, who do I get as a guest? I'm looking at Masood like, yo, Masood, I did you wrong, though. I should have let you speak a little more. Even though it was going crazy. Masood was a great episode on trucking. Gary. Yo, Gary, I feel like me and Gary need a season of me and him just doing episodes, bro. Me and Gary just, a married man with this kind of life, this kind of success, single man, wanting to know how that life is, my single perspective, his married perspective, that's a future co-host. I'm claiming that now. Swell, of course. Who else we got on here? Kev, only raising kings. This guy's honestly, that's an impressive, dark, humorous, funny, intelligent motherfucker. All that and all, like, it's just to see your process, bro. This year's gonna be crazy to see what you're doing. Appreciate you, love you, dog. My man Milk. Oh, talk about this unexpected. This year, I'm definitely gonna make it my duty to get into schools and speak to the youth. Like, if there's a focus that I've always wanted, last year around this time, I got to speak into a high school. I'm coming back to my old school. I'm coming for y'all. JKO, y'all know. Show love, you feel me? I'm definitely coming back for that. Milk definitely got me into Milk. Let me just say this. Milk is making it look cool as the brand. What he's been doing, the impact, the touch, the reach, the relationship has been incredible. Just what he does is incredible. And to even, what you did for me, bro. Forever in debt to what you did, bro. Love is love. We're going to work this year for sure. Abby. Oh, my God. Abby's story. Rheumatoid arthritis, that is incredible. Like, the power that some people have. Yeah, you got friends that are superheroes, bro. You don't even know. You look at TV, they right by you. Like a powerful being. And George. We recorded that last year. We dropped it this year. George Castellane's a mastermind. First of all, the dude's 30 years old. His background, got to really know him. His background on what he's did. How he knows real estate. I think it's just very impressive when you meet someone who really takes their craft seriously and is a worm, is a wealth of information, and can guide you to the right people, and most importantly, is a good person with good information and success. Meeting George was huge. And shout out to Rico. I reached out to a friend, like, yo, Rico, I want to get you on. And Rico's like, nah, papito. If you want to talk about real estate, that's the guy, and I was like, what are you talking about? And it's like, nah, you right. You know what I mean? This was the guy. So I wanted to just go down that list and say I appreciate every single one of y'all. Bam. Those who I didn't get out with, I appreciate every single one of y'all. This year, I'm looking to collab with way more people, give you more of these kind of stuff, things that I'm going through, experiences that I'm going through, and make sure it's valuable to some of y'all. Genuinely. Another thing I want to say is this. Take your pen and papers out, because these are some questions I have for you, and you got to come up with the answer. Send it to me in my DM. Okay, if you have 3 questions but only answer 2 before there's one, was there multiple choice? Because if there was a multiple choice, who made the test before they made the bathroom break? And don't smile when you have teeth. Only do it when you don't have them. How old are you? That's look at that.
You a toddler or you a viejo? Like,
Right. What's going on? Did you get in an accident? I mean, these are just serious questions. At the end of the day,
bad hygiene.
get back to me on those things. What do I want to come to Atlanta? I want to say this now. All right, I'm gonna pause. Okay, cool. So My son Raph got another question. Okay.
All right, yo, you over here like
You know what, Raph? I'm
Sorry.
so sorry.
Go ahead.
Because let me pause so when you cut this a bit. I think the most compelling part for me in this process is I'm really growing in front of the camera as well. Like, I don't, it's hard to like give yourself credit for stuff and stuff like that. Like, it's also a way for me to document pain, disguised pain is something I don't see, how I moved through that pain, how I showed up in that pain, how I grew from that pain, listening to someone else's pain. Also, listening to someone else's expertise. I'm really here being a student, trying to learn how to get into real estate, trying to learn about Airbnb, trying to learn how to use social media, trying to learn about, I'm really trying to learn. I'm trying to give people the same information at the same time because I think life is fire when you're a good person with success. This narrative that you got to go through shit to be success. Hate that. I know a lot of good people with success and a lot of them to come. So that's what I love so much about this journey.
That kind of answers the question a little bit. I was gonna ask you
okay.
like, what you think? Why you think people gravitate towards you? Like, cause a lot of people, cause you said something about you said something within the lines of like being surrounded by heroes, being surrounded by people that, are doing their things. It's like a lot of people probably feel like, damn, I don't even know if I have friends like that, or they might, but they don't even bother to, get to know them in that level. So
question.
why you think people gravitate to you, and why are you so curious about people?
One, I'm a friend to me, bro. Like I'm good to myself. You feel me? Like, so me knowing that I could be okay with me, good, bad, indifferent, right or wrong, knowing when I did something, it was wrong, own up to that. Knowing when you did something that was right, take credit for that. It's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm okay with that within self. So I can see that in other people. You know how they say real recognizes real. So to me, it's just more like a different level. Like, damn, but you got a different thing that you're going through before I go through it. Or if I want to go through that journey, let me get the insight from you because I know you're going through it now. And I think that just attracts each other, bro. Like, yo, good people win, bro. This you gotta. Good people are winning outside. You don't gotta do bad business. None of that shit needs to matter. Like, yes, there's gonna be bad, but good people win, bro. And I'm a fan of those people. I'm a fan of my people's success. I'm a fan of success. And because I'm in that realm, I think because I'm a cheerleader for it, I find those people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the top of the year in the Living Room podcast where we learn, laugh, and heal. Subscribe, like, comment, share this pod. Look, I'm doing it. I'm doing it organic, y'all. I'm not a big guy on social media. I don't got the huge following, so I need you to help. Honestly, like, and I say like this. Look, if you got a friend going through something that won't listen to you but might listen to that interview, share it. It's what I'm trying to say. If you a person that's curious about real estate and don't know, and you watch this episode and you know somebody that wants to buy, use the source. Call George. If you want to get into trucking, but you don't know, use the source. Hit up Amanda. You get what I'm saying? Brandon, use Tara. You a mother that got things going on and you got 4 different businesses, hit up Lily. You a guy that's married and you quiet as hell, but you hit up Gary. Like, there's so many people I'm using purposely to say, these people are also available. I don't know, and maybe this is where I might create a community where I have them on a call or stuff like that. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what route I want to do. I don't want to make this a place where I'm selling people. I want to make sure I'm helping people, bro. Sometimes you got to put a price behind it because people don't pay attention. I'm with that, but this is free information right now. Use it. That's a fucking episode right there.